Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for the segment, we have Julianne McHugh, Portfolio Manager at BNY Mellon, to discuss an ETF that provides stable investment growth and supports closing gender gaps. Julianne, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you very much for having me.
You got it. Why do gender gaps matter so much to an investor?
Simply put, gender gaps have economic impacts. The World Bank said that on average across countries, the long-term GDP per capita could rise almost 20% higher if employment gaps were closed. McKinsey had done a study before to show that if women's participation rate matched those of men with regards to sectors, employment, participation, and pay, we could add 28 trillion to the global GDP. That's the size of the US, Japan, and Germany combined. But another reason is that's the macro reason. A micro reason is that there's a lot of studies out there that show that the companies also benefit that have diversity in leadership versus those that don't have any diversity. This was with regards to profits, with regards to stock performance, with regards to return on assets. So it matters.
And why is now the time to be talking about this and executing on this type of strategy?
Two reasons. First of all, we've seen a pullback lately in the participation rate of women in management, as well as women participation in general. This got even worse after the pandemic. In addition to the near-term impacts of the impact, there's also the longer-term impact with regards to Social Security payments that would happen. The second thing is in this post-pandemic world, where we do have some economic concerns with regards to growth, as well as our social wellness, we believe that those companies that can address considerations that there are gender gaps will perform better over time.
And Julianne, finally here, tell us about the BNY Mellon Women's Opportunities ETF.
You know what, there's so many different ways you can help to close the gap. My co-portfolio manager and I, approach this as an investment opportunity. We approach this given our experience as professional women, but it's also as women of mothers of boys. And I mention that because it's not about prioritizing women over men. It's about recognizing that different genders have different needs. And those companies that recognize that there's different needs will be able to flourish and benefit. So what we do is we realize that we're investing in a couple different companies. We're investing in those companies that demonstrate equitable workplace environment. That's with regards to participation, with regards to the benefits they offer, but also with regards to their commitment. One of the things we look at is their employee satisfaction, particularly women's employee satisfaction, to see if they really are demonstrating gender equity. The other different thing on our strategy is we're looking at those companies that provide products and services that help women meet their daily needs and their work needs. This could be products that help them with their household work, such as home delivery and food services. This could be helping with dependent care, whether it's child care or elder care, because many times it does fall on the women to do that. And it also is with regards to women's health, because sometimes that could be a hindrance to getting full participation into the workplace. I think another really exciting part of this strategy is, part of our commitment to gender equity is that we've partnered with Girls Inc. Girls Inc. is a nonprofit organization that inspires girls to be strong, to be bold, and to, this is with their direct service as well as their advocacy. So the BKWO ETF is donating at least 10% of their management fees to Girls Inc. Because I think one of the best investments we can make is to promote, in order to promote better outcomes and to close that gender gap, is to build the confidence and the opportunities of the younger generations. So in short, it's really about creating positive outcomes as well as positive returns.
Yeah, truly remarkable. Putting your money where your mouth is, Julianne. Appreciate
Yes.
the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino,
Thank you.
Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.